Hello, today we are going to be adding and subtracting multiple polynomials together. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. So we have three functions, f of m, g of m, and h of m. And down here we're told that we will have f of m, which we know is negative 5m to the third plus 1 plus 25m squared. Alright, right there on the left. That's where it's coming from. Minus g of m. So we're going to take our f of m and we're going to subtract all of g of m to it, which we're told is right here. So negative 25m to the third plus 7 minus 20m. Okay, so f of m minus g of m. And then from there, we're additionally going to do a little bit more to that. And we're going to add h of m to it. So we're going to be adding, and then we're told h of m is 19 plus 15m minus m squared. Alright, kind of a little hefty there, but we're not. Okay, so we're first looking at this, and first kind of idea is to get rid of our parentheses. Let's move everything down to get our like terms together. Well, first off, we're told this is subtraction, so these parentheses that we have right here must be there. But here, this is addition. We can very well just get rid of those parentheses. There's literally no change if they're there or not. But with the subtraction, we do have to be careful. So you're not just subtracting that negative to make it a positive 25m to the third. You're also subtracting a positive 7, so minus 7, and subtracting that negative 20m. So subtracting a negative is the same as just adding it. So plus 20m. And then you have this little portion right here. That comes down. It's not going to change. So then you still have the plus, the 19m right there. And then you have this little portion over here. Also comes down. That's not going to change. Plus. Okay. So now we're practically there. That's 20m right there. Okay. So now we got to find our like terms. Combine them, and we're done. Alright, so first start with the highest power that you see. Alright, that's going to be your cube. So we have negative 5m cubed, and we have a 25m cubed. Alright, well, negative 5 plus 25 is 20. So 20m cubed is the start of our answer. Alright, start with the next highest power you see, which is going to be our squareds. So we have plus 25m squared, and then a minus m squared. So 25 minus 1, 24. So 24m squared. Now we just continue down the line a little bit. So now we have just an m. I see a 20m and a 15m there. So 20 plus 15 is 35m. Alright, then last but not least, we have some numbers going on. We have a 1, a negative 7, and a 19. So 1 minus 7, negative 6, and 19 minus 6 is 13. And that would be it. You'd be done. That would be your final answer for this triple kind of add-subtract operation we have going on between functions. Okay, for our vocabulary, don't freak out too much. Same as what it's been for a lot of the other problems. We start out by degree of the polynomial. That's just a really fancy way to say what is the highest exponent we see here. Well, that highest exponent is going to be a 3, and that is the degree of our polynomial. The leading coefficient is the number in front of the highest variable. The highest power variable, I should say. Okay? Which is also in front of our m cubed. So 20 is our leading coefficient. Now, just the coefficient of the term with degree 1 means that you look for whatever term has a variable with exponent 1, and then the number in front of that is going to be our coefficient. Well, we have an m to the third, an m squared, an m, and a number without a variable. Now, hopefully, you know that if you see an m, there is, or any variable with no exponent directly above it, that means it has an exponent of 1. So your degree 1 term is our 35m here. And just the number, just the coefficient would be 35. Okay, the classification of the polynomial, you would look at the degree of the polynomial. Then you look at the number of terms. Okay, so degree of the polynomial and the number of its terms. So we said the degree was 3. So of this list, that actually means cubic. This goes in ascending order. So constants degree 0, linear 1, quadratic 2, so on, so forth. Now, in terms of our number of terms, mono is the prefix for 1, bi, 2, and tri, 3. So 1 term, 2 term, or 3 terms. All right, now a little hint is that it actually just says the words degree and term there for you. Alrighty, so now we'd say, okay, we know it's degree 3. That was what made it cubic. Now, how many terms do we have here? Well, addition subtraction is what differentiates those terms from each other. So we have 2, 3, and 4. So 4 terms altogether. And because there's no special word there for it, we would just pick that 4 terms or higher would be our select the answer for that one. So a cubic of 4 terms is the classification for this particular polynomial we got from adding and subtracting 3 functions together. Alrighty, that's all there is to it. Thank you so much for watching.